Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for Pisces and direct it towards an ex. So if there's some questions that you have about an ex, sorry, that's my cat playing around with boxes, then this message might be for you. I'm calling spirit with the wind chime time, and I hope you all are doing really well. Let's see, I think today... Yeah, we're going to start off with the Tattoo Tarot. We'll identify the energies at play, so that should help you figure out whether or not this message is for you. And let's see what we've got. Remember to not get too hung up on the genders. Sorry if you get sick of me saying that, but we all have feminine and masculine energies within us, so don't let that get too confusing for you. Well, color me shocked. We've got Ten of Swords coming out for a reading for the ex. Yeah, that makes sense to me. There is obviously an ending here. We've got Page of Wands coming out as hidden energy. Page of Wands is usually about good news coming in. And then what also actually fell out is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles, you can kind of see it looks like she's working hard on something. It can specifically refer to somebody who has been training or working to get better on, a craft, but it could also mean somebody who has a plan. Tell me more about Pisces for their ex, please. All right. So there may have been some infidelity here, possibly with somebody who is out of state. So we've got the Chariot coming out with the Three of Swords. Definitely not one of my favorite cards. But I do have to say this is probably my favorite artistic rendering of it. Yeah, I think there was an out-of-town situation of infidelity. I'm going to leave the Three of Swords here, but pop the Chariot back in the deck. And whoop, I'm guessing that's, one of those things where someone thought, hey, if I was, out of sight, out of mind, it wouldn't come back up. We've got the Knight of Pentacles coming out. So for the masculine energy, I would say coming out as a knight tends to demonstrate a little bit of immaturity, or at the very least, a little bit of a lack of reliability. When we're talking about the Knight of Pentacles, it's slow-moving energy. So, you can see there is actually a horse on here, but you have to look for it. It's at the top. And the horse is just standing there, just chomping on grass, not doing shit. So I think we're talking about somebody who probably likes to talk about what they're doing and the moves that they're making, but they aren't actually doing shit. Sorry, cross-watcher. All right, and then we've got the Star coming out. So this would appear to be our feminine energy. Makes a lot of sense because we've got this feminine depicted here on the card. Thank you, Spirit. And then we also have, what's up, Hambone? He's got the zoomies. And then we also have the Queen of Swords coming out. One of my favorite cards. Of course, Queen of Swords can be a little cold or brash, but she is a woman known for intellect and no BS. So you got to come correct for the Queen of Swords. And I think after a relationship that ended with the Ten of Swords, there's quite a lot of justification for this feminine energy to be pretty focused on having strong boundaries and not taking anyone's shit. So if you identify with the Queen of Swords, yeah, I feel that. I get it. Let's see. I'm going to retire the Tattoo Tarot and let's move over to the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot. Get a little pumpkin time in. And we will get some more clarity here for you on the Knight of Pentacles. Strength. We could be dealing with a Leo here. However, this could also be speaking to somebody who maybe actually did learn a lesson and is having to be, you know, embodying strength in order to get through that, because it does take a lot of inner strength to get through, you know, the end of a relationship, even if you were the one that caused the problem. 8 of Pentacles, please. Tell me more about why the 8 of Pentacles is here. Okay, we've got the Ace of Pentacles coming through for clarification on the 8 of Pentacles. So that's telling me that this plan, or what is being worked toward, is all about finding stability and working towards a safe and stable environment or relationship. Tell me more about the Ten of Swords, please. Ooh. So we've got a lot of cards that fell out. Before I get to those, I'm going to first tell you a little bit more about this card. I think it's interesting I chose the Tattoo Tarot to identify the energies, because very few, if any, aside from the Tattoo Tarot, show, well, do you see how the hands are on the swords? It always makes me think of somebody who engineered their own demise. So somebody who maybe was trying to set a trap for someone else and ended up trapping themselves. Somebody who thought, you know, they didn't need somebody, so they walked away all haughtily. H-A-U, not H-O-T. And then just found out that they really did need that person. Something along those lines, where this person didn't really give a shit. Didn't think there was going to be major consequences for their actions, and didn't realize that at the time they might not have cared, but it was going to end up being something that really did mess them up. So the first card that came out was the Ten of Cups. So I would point out, to get us started here, that we've got 2 tens, right? So 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, which is telling me this was a love that was felt so deep. There was, you know, physical, I don't know, physical, I don't want to say complications, but like you could just feel it in the pit of your stomach, you know? Then we also had the Two of Cups come out, which is a card that for me speaks to partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic, but in this case, I think it's pretty obvious it is. And then we had the Nine of Cups and the Hierophant come out. This is telling me that we had one person who wanted a more exclusive or higher level commitment, namely someone wanted to get married and someone didn't. And I'm going to leave the Queen of Cups. She's going to clarify the Three of Swords for us, because I do still feel like there's a lot of love here. So I think this Queen of Swords is this Queen of Cups. However, there might be a small portion of you where it would make more sense to see the Queen of Cups as the third party. I'm, you know, sneaking a little bit here because we got a Queen of Cups and this is a Pisces reading. So seems pretty likely to me that that would be you. All right, so, and of course, you know, a little bit more detail on the Queen of Cups, other than representing feminines with a water sign in their birth chart. The Queen of Cups can also speak to a beloved woman, a woman who is caring or generous or intuitive, or all of those things. I think there's also a prioritization placed on honesty with this individual, so likely you. I said at the beginning when we saw her come out as the Queen of Swords. This is somebody who doesn't take any bullshit. And I think the Ace of Swords is really kind of underscoring that for us because, you know, she's intuitive. She can see right through you. Tell me more about the Queen of Swords, please. And then I think we'll go to the Golden Art Nouveau to finish things off for you. And we had some hidden energy of the Queen of Pentacles. That is much more likely to be our third party. So this could be an earth sign, or it could be a feminine energy who is perhaps materialistic or just known for having her shit together, could be quite independent. But she's coming out as someone who is focused on her money. All right, let's see what else we can get from, which one did I say? Golden. Tell me more about the Strength card, please. Wow, okay, so here's the normal depiction of the Ten of Swords. As you can see, we don't have the hands at the top of the swords, like the Tattoo Tarot. It's not in you know, one of those things where you're certain that one person caused all of the damage. This one has, you know, varying swords. But, actually, I don't know if that's the one I want to keep. We've got the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Swords that came out together. So this would tell me that the wish fulfillment or the happiness was threatened when this Ten of Swords event happened. And since then, there's been an effort to move to smoother waters. So perhaps there's a little bit less drama in the situation currently. But I saw these come out in reverse. Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Six of Wands in reverse would tell me that there was interference from a feminine who was overly emotional or leveraged emotions to manipulate. So a negatively aspected Queen of Cups. Doesn't mean that she's also a water sign, but of course she could be. And I think what I'm going to keep here, oh, and with the Six of Wands in reverse, that tells me it was a failure, right? So maybe they were temporarily distracted by this Queen of Cups in the reverse, but now they're pretty well aware that this is not somebody who they want to spend their life with. So with Strength, I'm going to leave the Six of Swords here. Let's see what else we get on the Ace of Pentacles for Pisces. That's the second time the stars come out. So I think for sure we can assume that you are the wish fulfillment for this masculine energy. Now, I gotta say, we're this far, and I haven't seen him come out as anything higher than a knight. And you're clearly a queen, so we should be seeing some king energy over here if he was on your level. Apparently he's not. So the other thing to note is with the star, sometimes that can be a little bit more, what's the word? I'm thinking literal, in terms of somebody who does have some eyes on them, you know, like maybe they've got a successful TikTok channel, or maybe they've got a successful athletic career, something along those lines. And that might have made them a little bit less capable of identifying somebody that they should have kept around. You know what I mean? All right, so then scratch that king bullshit. We need to find ourselves an emperor for you because you are coming out as the empress. The empress is known to be the combination of all four of the queens in the deck. So she is powerful, she is intuitive, she is alluring, she is generous, intelligent, all those things, right? And this is clarifying the Ten of Cups, which is telling me this person sees you in all of your glory. They might not have when you were together, because who throws away an Empress when you're a fucking knight? Like, come on. And then we've also got the Ten of Pentacles here. So I'm really getting the vibes here that this masculine energy thought this Queen of Pentacles was a better fit, perhaps for their materialistic designs on life. However, that did not go well. That did not end well. And now this masculine is focused on the feminine energy, you, seeing her as the Empress and knowing that there is stability and happiness, like a lifetime of it, for whoever gets to partner up with this Empress. Ace of Swords, please. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords. So I think you're going to So we've got the Three of Pentacles coming out, which is a card that speaks about collaboration. And we also have the Knight of Cups coming out in the reverse. So I think this is saying that this person is not a very reliable person. This masculine who wants to make an offer is probably more of the negatively aspected Knight of Cups, which is to say kind of unreliable. You know, they might be a little bit dreamy and think that they want to spend the rest of their life with you, but really, sorry, this is literally the card I was looking for and it was on the bottom. And we've got the High Priestess for my Pisces people. Look at the cup in the Tattoo Tarot rendition of the Knight of Cups. Do you see how the cup is just like this white void? That's meant to show this is not necessarily the best cup that one could offer if we're talking about a cup of love, because there's nothing in it. So I would caution you on this masculine. First of all, you're an Empress. You deserve to be talking to people at king level or higher, you know, like move along with that shit. You need to grow up a little bit there. And then second of all, you know, what kinds of efforts have you made and how can you prove it to me that things are different and you've grown up? Because like from what I see, we're still pretty immature here. And you might have someone else coming in for you. So this came out slightly different, right? Because we've got the Queen of Cups in the upright, which is telling me you are going to be quite successful. You are going to be quite alluring. You will quite often or quite likely be drawing in additional attention and suitors. So this guy is probably going to get a little bit jealous. All right. Tell me more about the Queen of Swords, please. So this is what I have. This is paired with some hidden energy, so bear with me. But the Five of Pentacles did fall all the way out. That, I believe, is where you're going to leave this ex in the cold. Ex is for a reason, right? And the regret and introspection, maybe even obsessing, is not going to end for this person. They're going to regret it for a very long time. That's how it goes sometimes. I'm going to keep the Four of Swords out. But I hope that clarifies things for you. Remember to know your worth. Don't take shit that's beneath you, because you never know what's around the corner. So I hope this helped for you, or it was helpful for you. Thank you, of course, for any likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. And I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you.